I want to tell you about these colour palettes and how I use them. But before I do that, I just want to show you, this is one of my prized possessions. This is one of James Gleason's palettes that we got at an auction the same time as we got this work table, which is James Gleason's work table. And every time I sit at it, I think I kind of channel James Gleason, and what a magnificent artist. And it's fantastic because it'll sit right up vertical, it'll sit straight at any level, it'll, you know, it's just all counter sprung. It's wonderful, and I use it all the time. And instead of this approach to colour palettes, what I tend to do is to put together a palette of the sort of colours that I think I'm going to use, and I do one for each picture, and then I go back through them when I need to, and I find them really, really useful because with the inks that I use Copic ink, which is a Japanese ink, which is wonderful for layering. You can layer and achieve all kinds of colours and effects with these inks, and it kind of justifies buying them because they're not inexpensive, but they're absolutely superb, and the colours are supposed to last for 200 years or something, you know. So I found them all over the world. Speaking of all over the world, this is my new fantastic magnifier light that I bought in Switzerland when we were there at Christmas time, and brought back. And for my kind of work, it's really, really useful. And so not only does it give 4 different grades of light, but it gives you the magnification, and in fact there's another magnifier intensity that I've got there that can fit in with it. But I've got everything here that I need. And this little mobile unit has got all the equipment that I need. And of course, my big thing with all my pictures has been geometry. Euclidean geometry is the only element of mathematics with which I have any familiarity at all, apart from adding up and subtracting. I love Euclidean geometry, and so I'm afraid I'm really old-fashioned. I use, you know, these kind of instruments and French curves and compasses and things like that to achieve the pictures. All my pictures I use a T-square because the verticals in all my pictures have to be really vertical. If they're not, the whole thing just looks ridiculous. So all the verticals I draw in pencil, and then all the important perspective lines and horizontal lines are drawn in pencil as well as a guide. And then the next step is to start with one of these little micron pens, and I have them right down to the very finest up to the thickest, and I draw with those and complete the whole picture before it then goes off for scanning. And then the color work is done not on the original drawing, but on the first print I get back from the scan, which then becomes the original colored work. So what you're looking at here with this blue picture of New York, I've got the original black and white drawing elsewhere, and then this is the first print. But nobody could deny that this is an original, because there won't ever be another one like this. So that's what I tell everybody. And so that's really the way I work.